Why is it difficult to change people's attitudes or beliefs? One reason is selective exposure, which is a process where individuals seek out information that confirms their existing beliefs and avoid information that challenges them. This behaviour may be driven by the desire to avoid cognitive dissonance, which is an unpleasant experience. Selective exposure can be used to explain why people prefer media sources aligned with their beliefs and why they surround themselves with like-minded individuals. Research has shown support for the idea of selective exposure. For example, in one study, participants were asked to make a judgment on whether to terminate or continue someone else's employment based on given profiles. After making their decision, they were then given the opportunity to explore additional information that either supported or contradicted their initial decision. For example, they might have seen document or email headings saying things like, "Students are complaining about Sam's lectures again," or "Sam wins multiple teaching awards." The study found that people were more likely to read information consistent with their original decision, especially when they were told also that their original decision was irreversible, because under this scenario, information suggesting that their original decision might be wrong would have been much more of an aversive experience. However, there are several factors that influence the extent to which people engage in this process of selective exposure. For example, when certain conditions promote the desire for accuracy, people engage in less selective exposure. Conversely, some conditions can promote defensiveness, which increases the importance of clinging on to pre-existing beliefs, thereby leading to greater use of selective exposure. In a similar fashion, people's defensive confidence, which is their belief in their ability to defend their position, also affects the tendency to engage in selective exposure. Those with high defensive confidence feel less pressure to engage in selective exposure as they are confident in defending their opinions, whilst those with low defensive confidence find inconsistent information more threatening, thus increasing their tendency to engage in selective exposure. Selective exposure not only applies to individual behaviour, but can also explain group behaviour. When groups consist of like-minded individuals, they can reinforce and galvanise each other's views, which can lead to polarising or extreme attitudes. Additionally, people can feel worried about offering a dissenting opinion in a group context, which can create the false impression of unanimity. Historical examples like the Bay of Pigs fiasco demonstrate the consequences of such faulty decision-making. If you believe that psychology is valuable and want to get trustworthy information about psychological ideas, then why not subscribe to the Psychology Debrief? Doing so will ensure that the YouTube algorithm selectively exposes you to more of these high-quality videos so you can keep up to date with the latest releases about all things psychology.